Hello darlings and welcome back to Pass or Smash, new makeup edition. I'm feeling fabulous today, let me just tell you. We have a whole witchy aesthetic going. So here on Pass or Smash, we talk about new makeup releases, primarily indie brand launches, and we decide if we want to pass, as in bite bitch, or smash, add to cart. If you're new here, hi, my name is Liz. Hi. I'm a makeup enthusiast and I just sit with my houseplants and we do makeup and talk about makeup and stuff. So if that sounds like your vibe, please like and subscribe and all of that other jazz. So I have my paper here ready to go and I have my beverage, and tonight we are rocking a decaf cappuccino because that's how we roll. And my little witch mug. So anyway, let's get into it. So Cosmic Brushes has launched their Delicious Delights palette. So if you remember last week, like we got a sneak peek of the color story that editing Liz found. So the palette itself has released here. It is a 20 pan palette like their other palettes are. It is 14 mattes and 6 shimmers. And of those shimmers, 4 of them are shifty shades, like they're color changing. One of them is an iridescent multichrome, or excuse me, an iridescent duochrome. And the other is a high shine foiled multichrome. Beautiful. That's obviously a smash for me. If you're here, if you're not new here, it's a smash. I already bought this. I managed to get my fingers on it. So when it ships, I will do video for you. But in the meantime, smash. And it also released with a 3-pan highlighter palette here. I used the shifty highlighters that I have, but I'm not looking to get any more highlighters as of this moment. So I ended up opting to pass on this little frosting trio. In the future, I may end up picking it up, but for right now, there are other ones that I want more, so I just couldn't justify it to myself, so pass. But the collection as a whole, it's super cute. So excited, by the way, that it did not sell out in like 2 minutes. I was excited because I got that on there at 108 and I still managed to get it. So yeah, so the palette, smash, and the highlighter trio, pass. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful colors. And I think it goes with their other palettes really well. So I have the Muse, I actually have all of them. So I have Muse, I have Serenity, and I have Royal Rose, which are their other 3 palettes. And it's a really good accompaniment for like the collection as a whole. So I'm glad to see it. Okay, so the Pastel Roses has sneak peeked a view of their summer collection. And so this summer collection actually has 2 palettes, and it also has some loose multichrome or loose sparkly shades. I didn't find a lot of information on those, but the palettes themselves, there are 2 of them. The first one is the Floral Temptation palette here. It's like greens and muted pinks and kind of neutral adjacent, in my opinion, is what this is screaming. But it's definitely gives me GiveMeGlow Vintage Rose vibes, and I'm sure there's like $100 palettes that these colors would be similar to. But it is 12 pans and there are 4 shimmers and 8 mattes. I didn't find any other information about the shimmers, so there's going to be more information coming out about this collection. But for me, I'm really tempted by this one. I'm tempted by this one. So we're going to say a maybe to that, the Floral Temptation. I'm really tempted by it. So good job them, because I've never bought anything from them in the past. If you have bought from Pastel Roses, will you comment below? I've heard kind of mixed things, but I'm interested in trying them. But for me, this one's a maybe. I'm going to say smash for now, but we'll see. It depends on how much it's going to cost. So I don't have any of that information yet. And then the second palette is called the Wild Tropics palette, which is here. It's brights and like I don't want to call them pastel adjacent, but they kind of look like brighter pastels, like midtones. And my brain the little squirrel brain is not working properly to give you the actual name of that, but that's what it looks like with like a little pop of dark there. It's also 12 pans and it's also 8 mattes and 4 shimmers. For me, this one is going to be a pass. It looks a lot like the GiveMeGlow Pastels palette to me. I think it's just because of how it's laid out, but it's not calling to me. So this one is going to be a pass. So, all right. Pricing and more is coming soon. but that collection is launching on June 24th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, and like I said, every week I tell you guys the same thing. I will always have any codes I can find, just everything in the description box. So everything we talk about will be in the description box, along with any codes and other savings that I can find you. I don't have any affiliate links or anything to any of these brands. I just do it for y'all. So, okay. So next on the list comes from GiveMeGlow Cosmetics, and they are currently going through a rebrand. So very curious how that's gonna go. So if you're familiar with GiveMeGlow, they have had like monster pans for the longest time. I think they're like 46 millimeter, they're huge. And they've had these like monster pans for a long time. So they're releasing a 10 pan mini palette that is like the size of an iPhone, which I think is really interesting. So it, let's see, they're 26 millimeter square pans. So I don't know what, this is the second palette from GiveMeGlow that's coming out with a square pan, and I'm curious if that's gonna be their new format. Their Halloween launch this last year also came out with a square pan. So it is 8 mattes and 2 multichromes, and this little mini is giving, do you guys remember the BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin palette? That palette got so many accolades from everyone. It's still a great palette. I missed out on that one. But this is giving me blueberry muffin vibes. I mean, it's called the Juicy Blueberry palette, so that makes sense. But it's very much giving me blueberry muffin vibes. If you see it, will you tell me below, because I totally see it. This little 10 pan palette is gonna retail for $45, and that's because there's multichromes in it. We all know and love multichromes, but we recognize they are expensive. So even in a 26 millimeter pan size, which is small, it's small, guys, you know, it's gonna be expensive. So it's $45. For me, I'm gonna say pass for right now. Honestly, every time I go to Marshall's and TJ Maxx, I hope I can find a blueberry muffin palette. It's something I keep my eye out for. So as much as I love GiveMeGlow, this is gonna be a pass. I'm not spending $45 on a mini palette. So especially when you used to be able to get one of their bigger palettes, their large format palettes, for like 50 bucks, which is still a lot for an eyeshadow palette for most people. So I don't know. Anyway, that's coming June 30th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for, like I said, for me, that's a pass. So yeah, it's really cute though. Very much, it would match everything happening on my face today. Okay, so, cheers. Okay, so Rude Cosmetics is a new collab. They're collabing with Mentos, Mentos Fruit, so just the fruit one, palette here, boop. It is very much a pastel palette. There are 15 pans, there are 5 shimmers, 5 mattes, and 5 glitter shades. It's only $22, but it has 5 glitters in it, and for me, that's gonna be a pass. I'm really curious about Rude Cosmetics. So they have been doing a lot of collabs, either with animes or with Chupa Chupa or with, you know, now Mentos. So I'm curious, is Rude Cosmetics becoming a brand collab? Brand, like a, you know, does that make sense? Like a brand collab, kind of like Glamlight. Are they becoming like that? Just curious. I don't know, I'm getting those vibes. So for me, this is gonna be a pass. I don't love glitters. I have to be in the mood for them, and 5 of them in a palette, fucking fuck off. That's not happening. Okay, pass. All right, so Simply Posh Cosmetics has restocked their Fairy Tale Fairies palette. So this was something that I missed out on like forever ago. So I wanted to make sure that I mentioned it today. It is 18 pans, there are 12 mattes and 6 duochrome shimmers. And it is magnetic pans, so you can customize it if you want. But it is available now, and you can use codes on it to save 10%. So it's $45, and I actually bought this. So this is a smash because I wanted this and I didn't get it, and then it sold out, and then it didn't come back because my dumbass missed it somehow. This is actually the only palette that Simply Posh has in stock right now, which I think is equal parts good, like awesome that they're having so much success, but also bad because as a consumer, I'd like to see what else, you know, so I don't know. But I went ahead and bought this. So this will be coming, and whenever it gets here, I'll make some videos for you guys. Listen, I'm not somebody who has to have the newest, the most exciting, you know, the closest up-to-date makeup all the time. Like, I'm not that person. If there is an older palette that I like coveted, that I like stalked, and it comes back in stock, I'm gonna buy it. And I will mention it here because I can't be the only one who wants it, you know? I don't know. So anyway, I bought it and it'll be here. And whenever it gets here, we'll talk about it. Okay, so Blend Bunny Cosmetics has their Sugar and Grunge palette. Beautiful. So in a previous post, she said that this was gonna be a 2-part launch. I don't know what the second part's gonna be, if there's gonna be a second part. But this palette is inspired by the music and the pop culture of the 90s. And if you grew up in the 90s like moi, I'm a 1986 baby here. Some of the names of these shades are gonna bring back some nostalgia for you, because they certainly did for me. But there are 24 pans, so it's a larger format palette. There are 18 mattes and 6 shimmers, and they're like pinks and greens and blues. It's almost like Dollhouse and Lure had a child together. And that's this color story. So I'm really interested. I'm probably going to buy it. Let's not pretend like I don't love Blend Bunny and I don't love I love their formula. I do, I love it. And these colors I think are really interesting. So I've seen a lot of side-by-side swatches. So if you already have Lure, if you already have Dollhouse, do you need this? Maybe not. But I think it's pretty, and the colors speak to me. They're different. They are different colors. I've seen the swatches, and the swatches are different. But yeah, I'm really interested in this. I'm going to say smash. I don't know what the other part of the launch is going to be, if there's going to be another part. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen with that. So when I know, you will know. Yeah, next part. Anyway, the Blend Bunny collection is launching on June 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the palette will be $41. So it's right in line with the pricing of their other palettes, which is nice. Something else I wanted to mention. So Blend Bunny is also discontinuing their Primal palette. Literally, I ordered this 2 days ago, 2.5 days ago, and it got here today. And it's mostly what is on my eyes today. But look at it. They put this half off because they're discontinuing it. So if you wanted this palette, if you were on the fence about it, half off is the time to get it, because once they get rid of it, it's going away. It's not coming back. They're making room in the warehouse for other stuff. So just wanted to mention it because it was half off. So, okay. Next one is a big one. And when I tell you, I squealed when I saw it, because I was like, no fucking way. No way. So Glamlight, who is kind of on my shit list for their slow shipping times. It's a whole thing. But Glamlight is making some changes to their business. They have a new distribution center, which is supposed to help with, you know, shipping times, because it's been awful. And they know that. But just in time for the Rick and Morty collab. So they have a Rick and Morty makeup collection coming. I am so excited. Okay, so there are 2 lip kits, 2 different like lip liners and lip glosses. It's kind of like they keep doing lip kits in all their collections, it seems. This is a lip liner and a lip gloss, which I love. I don't always want a liquid lipstick, but a lip liner and a lip gloss, I will not turn down. So very smart marketing on their part. One is kind of like a berry tone, and then the other is kind of like a peachy tone. I like them both. For me, this collection as a whole, okay, let's get into the rest of it because I'm so excited. The aesthetics are so pleasing to me. Okay, so there's a two lip liner and lip gloss kits. There's a 3-pan multichrome highlighter. I know, we just talked about it, but listen, it's freaking Morty. It's freaking Morty, okay? Look at him. It's so cute. So there's like their multichrome highlighters. I really like the Michaela part 2. That 3-pan Multichrome highlighter set. And the swatches I've seen of this one have been really pretty. They're kind of like pinky and purpley, and I love it. So there's a beaker shaped setting mist. Get the fuck out of here. Look how cute it is. Look how cute it is. And it's only like 15 bucks. Tempting. Very tempting. So beaker shaped setting mist. And then there's a 30-pan eyeshadow palette, which is almost half shimmers. So if you like glam light shimmers, I love glam light shimmers. I think they are wonderful. They're formulated well. They play well on my eyelids. The creasing's not too bad on them, given their form. Like, some of the shades crease, some of them don't. I love them all, and I don't give a shit. They're gorgeous. So this palette is 30 pans, and it's got like little bright pops, like almost neon pops, and then there's like darker shades, like darker purples, and I just love it. Smash the whole fucking thing. Give me all the Rick and Morty. And listen, looking at this collection, as somebody who, this is episode 15, by the way, somebody who has been creating these episodes now for 15 weeks in a row, I don't think this is the last that we're going to see from Glamlight X Rick and Morty. I just have this gut feeling that it's going to kind of be like Scooby-Doo. So, you know, Adult Swim, I haven't seen any other Rick and Morty makeup. Maybe it's just out there and I haven't seen it, but I don't know. I have a gut feeling that this is going to be, there's going to be multiples, like maybe Halloween. We're going to see another one. Oh, can you imagine? That would be so cool. But anyway, smash, add to cart. It launches tomorrow morning, the 24th. And I will have all the details in the description box. I think the collection as a whole is like $90, which, look at Glamlight, keeping it still affordable. If they could fix their shipping with this new distribution center, that would be aces. So good. So anyway, all right, darlings, that is all I have for you today for Pass or Smash. Thank you for watching and for sharing. And if you made it this far, will you leave me a crystal ball? Because we're rocking crystal ball earrings today. Like I said, I'm in a mood. It's a vibe. It's an aesthetic today. And I love your beautiful faces. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. And if you like my videos, please like, subscribe, share, all of that jazz. I love having you here. Thank you for listening to me ramble and pick apart my makeup-y brain. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.